What's up, guys? Here with Andrew again. We're going to go over a little bit of an ankle assessment. He's going to do the assessment process with myself, so it might not be the best, but that's a good thing. Real world stuff.
I just want to talk a little bit about ankle mobility and how to assess yourself, and then some exercises. Ankle mobility is important for things like squatting, going downstairs, walking, just everything. All your motion starts from the ground up, so we got to be moving good at the ankles, otherwise things above the ankles are going to be moving weird, hurting. I want to start with a couple assessments. He's going to put his fist down in between his foot and the wall. You're supposed to be about 3 to 5 inches away from the wall, but I use the fist, that way your measurement's kind of the same every time. Now he's going to push his knee and rock his knee towards the wall, trying to keep his heel on the ground. His heel starts to lift just a smidge there at the end. He moves pretty good though, so rock on back and then push forward. He should be able to get all the way to the wall without lifting the heel. If your heel starts to lift or your knee dives in or out, that means that you're kind of limited on that ankle mobility as far as in the knee bent position. With this one, if you feel a stretch on the calf or in the Achilles area, that's where you're supposed to feel a stretch.
That's where I feel
in this position. If you're feeling more of a restriction on the front side of your ankle, that would be more of like a joint restriction than a muscle restriction. And I'll show you guys coming up kind of what to do for each one of those. I'll have Casey stand. Very similar test. Stand here with his hands on the wall. He's going to rock very similar to the other one. So the goal is now we're assessing this back heel. He's going to rock his front knee towards the wall, but he's going to try to keep his back heel on the ground. At a certain point, he starts to lean with his back and his hips because he's running out of ankle mobility. Ankle, as long as his foot's on the ground there, looks pretty good with the knee extended. We want to check both knee extended and knee bent. When you're squatting, you need ankle mobility with the knee bent. If you're walking, you need more ankle mobility with the knee straight. Show you guys a couple exercises to do as far as stretches to kind of improve those. So if Casey was limited, kneeling, you go to a very similar position, kneeling position again. I always like to start with just Casey's hands on his knee, walking forward, stretch and go until you feel a good stretch. I don't feel a stretch, all I do is feel this pinching discomfort in the front side of your ankle. That means that that joint is more restricted than the muscles at this point anyway. So this is an ankle self-mobilization, so you're getting that joint moving a little bit. Tie a band here. You want to elevate the ankle a little bit. The hardest part is getting this band to the ankle, so you need quite a bit of tension. And you want it elevated just a little bit so that it's pulling downwards just a tiny bit. Rocking forward. Now that band is pulling the ankle joint down and back and kind of gliding that joint as you're stretching. You might feel more stretch in the calf muscle now that you have that band distracting. Rock and hold each one of these. Hold it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then rock out of it. If you want to add some load to that half kneeling stretch, you can put a weight and rock forward. The last one was knee straight. So standing on something, I usually tell people to use the stairs. They have a step. Standing so your foot's flat and just dropping your heel off. Hold onto a rail and really use gravity. Or you can push down like that with the knee straight to stretch the calf.
Sweet.